This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Gonna run it. It's Welch. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Rush is on him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, is licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I've After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that cover against the wall?
Off play action on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Oh, what a caught. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle, it's Warner. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. On the move is the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got his man out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Running inside, it's Welsh. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Over the middle, it's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Complete on the left to Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
In the red area, it's Welch. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks! Extra point here will tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get...
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The sure hands, it's Warner. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Bray across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Trying to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
Touchdown, Utah! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. On the run, it's Welsh. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. There's a crease. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Utes hit it quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was...
Snags it, and he's open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snags it. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Utes!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And back to the air on second down. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for room. It's Bray. Crosses to 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. 1 more snap coming before halftime. To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on at midfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach at the half. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Takes the handoff. It's Welch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw for it.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a break. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Yeah, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on third and long.
Off play action. He'll get rid of it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Running inside. It's Bray. Got enough for the first. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bray. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Utah. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This guy can throw it. It's incomplete, and they'd been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, the contested catch. If you're going to be big time, you got to beat defenders one-on-one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The option look. The option, the keeper. Oh, better look out. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Punch it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines.
He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my...
There's some room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The quick out. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cooper.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Bray. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The offense changing the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Back to pass on second down. On target to the left. Got enough space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First and goal, Ncaa.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, here on the Colorado sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some first downs.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in.
Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Running inside. It's Bray. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go right back to it. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffs!
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again. Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Snyder Family Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Utah Utes and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will have the ball first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they... repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Warner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Takes the handoff. It's Bray. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Utah 7, Kansas State 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Looks as if he's going to run it. There's a little room there. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Gets it inside the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Trying play action. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Bray. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run play action. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Pushes toward the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
14, Kansas State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a man. It's Duff. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on first down. Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Still on his feet. Hard-hitting tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll keep it again on the option. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I think when you got a quarterback that's this fast, he knows I can get at any situation. Kind of like Superman, but he got caught. He found the kryptonite. The rush got home. You got to keep chasing this kind of guy, and that is a huge loss for this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. Could be an alley. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Bray. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll run it. It's Bray. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utah! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, so you got to call your best stuff.
There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Duff. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 3 team, the USC Trojans. And it's USC on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Catching up with the Kansas State head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeps it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Reads it, fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duck. Under fire, and down he goes.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that side.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
He's got him. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man down the middle.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Utes have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They believe they can run right here. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Brigg. Picks up the first down. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Utes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Running the red zone. It's Brigg. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Duff. Finds his man.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense gets an first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Split backs here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Made a defender miss. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Gets it to him on the screen. Brings it to the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these line?
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Firing to the right, complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wildcats line it up with a first and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Duff. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you wanted. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You get down here in the red zone, and you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Number 43, set to kick it off.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Running inside, it's Bray. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Bray. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. New set of downs after the completion. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Duff. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. Floating away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.